Hi, my loves. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful and an amazing day. This is a timeless collective reading for the sign of Cancer. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. Because this came out in the last reading where I said a lot of you, it's like you've been called to be like this spiritual assassin. It's like right now you're supposed to actually be taking care of a lot of spiritual business, and for many of you, you may be a bit afraid to step into it, because it is going to require you to do things that may be a bit counterintuitive. Some of you are being asked right now to leave certain people, places, things, situations alone, and you have to leave them alone for good. Mercury retrograde officially starts, I think, on December 12th, and it's also a new moon in Sagittarius. And this kind of reminds me of like that temperance like energy of being an alchemist, understanding that you are responsible for transmuting a lot of energies in your life. I want people to also understand too, because a lot of people are not into I'll say like black magic. However, a lot of people tend to believe that with being a light worker and trying to operate in love and light, that means that you have to pretty much allow everyone to take advantage of you, or you have to be the martyr. You don't. And I talk about this on my channel. Those of you who have followed me for a long time, I've always known and understood my gifts are for me, but we all have gifts. If I choose to walk away from this channel, I'm never going to feel guilty about it, because whatever it is that I'm supposed to do, God is going to lead me to the person, place, the thing, or the situation that's going to actually be in alignment with whatever my purpose is. All I have to do is be flexible and be obedient. So for some of you, it's like, you know that you need to get rid of something, whether it's, you need to get rid of a friend, a family member, you need to get rid of an item out of your home, or whatever the case may be. And it could be fear that's holding you back from doing this. Some of you, you're still a little bit afraid of like, am I making the right decision by doing this? One big, I'll say roadblock that I've seen in the collective is so many people right now are torn in between lovers and like your life purpose and career. It seems like most people are just stuck right now. Do I want to stay at this job, or do I want to go somewhere different? Do I want to go back to school? Do I want to get a certification? Do I mind being an employee, or do I want to employ other people? And then you have this whole, should I go back to somebody from my past, or should I move forward? Should I stay with the person I'm with now, or should I go back to someone else from the past, or should I just start all over? Everyone right now is dealing with this type of energy, and with like this Sagittarius new moon being in Sagittarius season right now, it's like water and fire. It's your emotions and your actions, okay? And what many people are realizing is that right now, as you step into this energy of being a healer of the ages right now, a lot of things that you want are still going to be appealing to your flesh. But when you start to really get on your divine path and you're doing what God has called you to do, to be honest with you, you're going to find yourself doing things that don't always feel good, okay? Right now, we're in the year of the number 7, 2023. We're going into 2024, the year of the number 8. 8 is about infinite abundance. And somebody said this in my comments a few days ago. I forgot exactly who it was. I'm so sorry. But you know who you are, because I see you comment a lot. You know who you are. But she said the year is the number 8 is also the year of strength. And that's very true. You're going to have to now find the strength to let go of people, places, things, and situations that no longer serve you, including the old version of yourself that has allowed you to connect and attach and align yourself with things that are not for your greatest and highest good. And that requires a lot of strength for you to be transparent and honest with yourself, to take the accountability to say, hey, I can't do this or that anymore. Because like I said in the reading that I posted yesterday, a lot of you, it's like you've been born honestly into hexes and curses. Okay. To be chosen means that you have a purpose to break something and to create something. To receive the covenant of God, you're going to have to sacrifice something. Okay. To be in that covenant, there's something that has to be sacrificed. And I think that now, for the last several years, many people, you've kind of been going back and forth with a particular person or a situation. And I think that for many people, myself included, We will leave things behind temporarily, but nobody, a lot of us have not made the decision to permanently leave certain people, places, things, and situations behind. And at some point, you have to recognize that whatever is coming in that is constantly tempting you back to it, it's probably something that you just need to leave behind. Sometimes you're constantly going back to something because you're meant to deal with it. Sometimes you really just need to find the strength to leave it completely behind. I hope that makes sense. The healer of the ages is here, yeah. And then the second chakra. And then the seventh chakra, that's the crown. And then right behind it is envy. So a lot of you, yes, you're going into places and environments, and I've been talking about this for the last few months because we are in this fall season. This is the holiday season. You're connecting with friends, you're connecting with family, you're going back to old places of work. People are paying attention. There's a lot of comparing and competing and catty like energy that's in the collective, and it tends to happen, I've noticed, every year around this time of year, because if you have long lost friends or family, people that you don't really deal with, this is a time of year people, they post pictures or they share information, or at the end of the year going into the new year, people, they share their accomplishments. You need to make very sure that you don't get caught up in that energy. And some of you need to stop hiding your accomplishments, but what you need to do is you need to be more careful about who you tend to share your accomplishments with. Some of you have a lot of the wrong people in your dealings and your affairs, and you need to get rid of that. And it's not going to feel good for you to say to certain friends and family, hey, we can't really hang out the same, or you don't want certain people at your home. Some of you, it's something as simple as you learning to say, I don't want to host a dinner at my home this year, or I'm not going to hang out with my family. I'm not hanging out with that friend. Something that I've been noticing a lot too is, again, with this envy. You will be surprised how a lot of people are jealous and envious of your enlightenment. This crown chakra activation or ascension, for many of you, a lot of people are extremely jealous of your consciousness, of your awareness, because once you become so aware of certain things, what tends to happen is you can call everyone out on their BS, and people don't like that. People that you're surrounding yourself with who are always wearing a mask, they absolutely hate when you can see beyond the illusions and the mask that they are wearing or creating. And so you just have to learn to be, conscious and cautious of who you tend to share your energy with. And this is interesting because I recently noticed something about myself, and this wasn't something that I was going to even talk about, on the channel, because I really try to keep my personal life as private as possible. But I've noticed for this last year, but especially the last few months, and I know I'm not the only one, a person can talk to me, or I can get around a person, and it's like spirit will reveal to me all kinds of stuff about a person. This is not something that I went looking for. I didn't ask for it. But as we grow, we become more wise. And if you have any kind of spiritual gifts or anything, they will develop and they become stronger over time. Okay. There's also the development of new spiritual gifts. Gifts that I didn't have before are coming in, or gifts that have been there, of course, they're getting stronger. And it just kind of happened out of nowhere. And what it has made me do is become very, very cautious about where I go. Not even because I'm afraid of other people, but because I'm now... It's like I'm a walking, talking antenna. If you come around me, if you touch me, if you say something to me, most likely something about you is going to be revealed to me that I didn't go looking for. That's one way I can tell, and many of you probably can. You can tell when somebody is in your energy, because Spirit is not going to give you too much information about me, but everything about you will come out. It's to the point where I can deal with a certain person and I can know who's in my energy, because the things that I crave to eat and everything else will change. So you have to be very careful about your dealings with different people when you become that energetically sensitive. And it's not, like I said, you don't have to hide. It's just what it should push you to do is to just be very mindful of the type of people that you deal with. And you can't deal with people who just wear a mask. You have to really know who you're dealing with, because a person can show you one thing, but if behind closed doors they're a tyrant, I can't deal with people like that because Spirit is going to reveal to me, hey, this person is laughing and grinning in your face, but behind closed doors, they're doing XYZ. And when you start understanding the covenant that you have with your higher self, with God, you understand you cannot mix a lot of wayward things in your life when you choose to live a set apart life. Okay. So with the second chakra being here, the second chakra, that's going to be your sacral. And the sacral chakra, I mean, this card, it looks like yellow, but I think the second chakra is actually your sacral, and it's actually more orange. And it's very interesting because I just bought sunflowers and you can tell like they're all facing this way. Usually they're all going in a different direction. So I feel like there's some sense of community. Something is coming into, like, there's some type of unity here. But with the sacral chakra, of course, that's like going to affect your reproductive, your womb. Again, like you're making choices even in your relationships, and how you maintain power, control, having boundaries. Again, more Sagittarius, like temperance type of energy that comes from a place of wisdom though. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the angel of balance. So I don't know. Obviously Spirit told me that I needed to get that deck. This is what came out. I'm going to leave it there and just get into the tarot now. And you guys, let me know too in the comments. I'm really thinking about completely changing like the channel in many different ways. Like, I've been doing spiritual warfare messages for a very long time. I didn't start out doing that. It's just kind of where God placed me in this season. But I've been in this season for a while, and I'm honestly ready to do something different with the messages. I prefer myself personally seeing like an oracle card like this and just providing more spiritual guidance. I'm really kind of wanting to move away from the types of messages that have been coming out, because, and I've said this many times, for the last 6 months, I don't resonate with it. I don't resonate with a lot of my readings. Not that I have to, but being a healer, I want to make sure that I'm helping the people who are actually healing and evolving, and not just looking. A lot of us have been on this journey a while, and we've already gotten the clarity, the insight, the awareness. You've gotten the confirmations. It's time to move forward. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. I feel like this Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck right now has a lot to do. I mean, again, Mercury retrograde is coming up, but to me, this Mercury retrograde feels different. It feels like this Mercury retrograde is not one that is supposed to have you stuck in the past. I feel like what you could try to actually do is be very grateful for the things that have happened in your past, the things that were good, the things that were bad, that were ugly and even evil. Because once you get to a place of being able to truly accept and forgive the things that have happened to you in the past, it's going to allow you to bring back like this childlike, playful, innocent type of energy that you really need to be able to attract abundance. I don't think that you have to allow Mercury retrograde or anything like that to put you in this doom and gloom place, or you don't need to be confused. Some of you, like, you're always confused about friends, family member, and especially lovers around the time of Mercury retrograde, but you're allowing yourself to be confused. You're not confused. It's very clear what's happening. It's very clear that a person is giving you the bare minimum. It's very clear that their friend or family member, that they're toxic, they're jealous, they're envious, they bring chaos, they bring confusion. These things are clear. And so now with the Six of Cups, it's like, when are you going to be willing to release this? How can I put this? Some of you, it's like you're reminiscing over situations, and the truth is sometimes you reminisce too much. Okay. And I had a mentor, a reader that I used to deal with in the past, and she explained to me one time, she said, you give a lot of people the halo effect, meaning you can have the most terrible person around you, and for some reason you just tend to put a halo on everybody. You want to see good. You want to see everybody as good, great, and golden, and that's not the case. The Nine of Wands is here. Yeah, it's like you need to understand the importance right now that you've been guarding and protecting yourself. Stop putting yourself in positions with people or in situations where you always feel the need to protect yourself. Some of you, because of something that happened in childhood or in the past, you're still wearing this armor of protection. And it's like, yeah, you want to protect yourself, but you also want to have more faith in knowing that you actually are protected. Let me turn that off. Okay. So it's moving away from feeling like the victim and into a space now of knowing that you're resilient and knowing that, you know, you can actually win whatever this battle is. The Three of Wands is here. So with the Three of Wands being here, this is saying that there is something new. It's coming in. You're manifesting something. Cutting the deck, you have the High Priestess. Wow. So your intuition is probably on fire right now. Yeah, it is. Telling you that there is something new that's coming in. There's a higher power here. You have this divine knowing. Wow. The High Priestess is encouraging you to go within. And with the High Priestess being here with the Nine of Wands and the Three of Wands, this is some type of spiritual strength that you've actually been manifesting and preparing for a very long time. So this is saying that a lot of the battles that you've gone through, it was here to prepare you for this time or whatever is coming in, because it's truly time now for you to broaden your horizons. And you have the Ace of Pentacles here. It's like that, you know, when I was a child, I thought like a child. You're not a child. You're not young in the spirit anymore either. You're not the new kid on the block anymore. And it's time now for you to act like you really do have that crown of glory yourself. Some of you have been stuck in trying to perfect something for a long time, or you even are stuck in trying to be perfect. And it's not perfection that anyone is looking for. And I hope that that's not what you're looking for. Some of you'll be surprised, but a lot of people, they see you as good and perfect because you are actually manifesting a lot of abundance. Some of you have no idea the type of abundance that's coming into you with the Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess, or I should say you do know. And that's the problem that other people have with you. They know. You know how people say, oh, you think you're this, and it's like, no, actually, you know that I'm that. It's not that I think it, you know it. Because many of you think that you're something. Your biggest issue is everybody else. They know what you think. You think you're great. They know you're great. Some of you too, your biggest gift, the Ace of Pentacles is coming in for you with the High Priestess and the Three of Wands. Your biggest gift that's coming in for many of you is this clearing of your subconscious, as well as you finally understanding your own inner truth with the crown chakra here, the sacral chakra and the crown chakra, and then envy and the healer of the ages. This right here is another message for some of you. If you've been going through any type of, I'm just going to call it like I said, if there's been any type of imbalance to like your sacral chakra, okay, if you've had issues with, you know, fertility, your reproductive organs, if you felt like you have not been able to produce something that will bring you abundance, if you just feel like your fertility, and I'm not just talking about like childbirth, I mean just your ability to nurture something and to protect it and to produce, if that has been affected, it has been due to a lot of jealousy and envy that has been around you. This healer of the ages, though, this is actually this angelic force that's coming around, this angel of balance that's coming now to make sure that you can go on a journey of being very, very strong, because you are indeed appreciated. Whenever I see this card in this deck, this is always an ancestor card to me. You are appreciated by your ancestors, yeah, and they are all around you. So they are ensuring that wherever it is that you need to go, they want to make sure that you know where you're going and that you're protected on the way there. And you've earned this level of protection for whatever it is that you've been through. So you definitely have a healing energy that's coming in now, though, to give you whatever it is that has been taken. So what you're about to find out now is just truly how protected, blessed, and abundant you are. You have like a whole security team of spiritual protectors around you. Look at that, the Ace of Wands. There's two aces. Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Wow. So you're about to become very driven. This Ace of Pentacles, this, look, the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever this new knowledge is, whatever this opportunity is, it's going to make you very inspired, very passionate about this new opportunity for you to grow. And you're going to actually exceed all expectations. This is good luck for you. Like, something is coming in as a turning point. Yeah, it's going to make you like completely change your patterns, your habits, your daily life, your lifestyle. Everything about this new opportunity is going to shift and change your perspective in your life in a very positive way. You're about to really find yourself the Queen of Wands with a lot of confidence and passion, becoming very determined after a period of the Two of Swords of being very indecisive, not being able to decide. You have a King of Cups here and the Five of Pentacles. So this King of Cups, for some of you, it could be a Scorpio, doesn't have to be, but this is somebody here who could have pretended, because they're here with the Five of Pentacles. Somebody here could have pretended that they were going to be like your shoulder to cry on, that they had your best interest at heart. You could have met this person during a time when you were struggling, or there was some kind of hardship, or maybe they were struggling and having some type of hardship, had fallen on hard times or whatever. Somebody here, for some of you, it's like you have people around you who are trying to take advantage of your kindness. Okay, and it's time for you to leave those people out in the cold. But this King of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Sun, and the Four, yeah, this is the real deal. This is something major coming in for you. And this is what this new passionate beginning is for many of you, that everyone has been trying to fight you. You're a visionary. With the Queen of Wands falling underneath the Nine of Wands, and this Nine of Wands gives me a masculine energy, and the Queen of Wands is a determined. For some of you, if you are in a connection of any sort, if you've been manifesting a connection, but definitely if you've been in a connection or maybe even separated from a person, that you've gotten confirmation from God is your person. You and this person could have both been like really going through a lot of difficulty with with spiritual warfare, and it looks to me like you and this person, you found each other at a time, and it doesn't have to be a lover. This could be a friend, whomever, friend, mentor, whatever. It's like you found a person at a time when you were feeling left out. You were dealing with maybe financial challenges or some kind of hardship. Maybe you've been kind of isolated or ostracized from a friend group or a family, whatever. It's like now there's a person that's coming in and they are like your shoulder to cry on, or you're able to be there to assist somebody. It's a good friend. For some of you, this could be the presence of like a spirit guide coming into your life. The reading that I posted earlier today, I was saying it's like God is sending you somebody who is a very sweet and brave soul, somebody who is going to love you confidently. You don't have to try to put a halo on a devil. This person is somebody who is truly good, or this is you, and somebody is about to recognize that you truly are good. You truly are divine. You truly are a gift. You truly are a prize to them. And so you have the Chariot and then the Sun and the Four of Wands. This is a life-changing offer or opportunity here. The Death represents change. It's rebirth. And then the Four of Wands is something to celebrate here. The Chariot and the Sun, you're moving out of this time of having difficulty, this time of feeling like you have to be defensive and, afraid of what is to come. I feel like for some of you, and I'm already picking up a lot of messages for next year, if you've been following me, and this is so interesting because I've been taking a lot of time to myself. You guys have noticed for the last several months, I only post like once a day, if that, and sometimes I'll even just do bulk content. And I just try not to read tarot or touch tarot or anything every single day. But I find it so funny how it's like stuff that I was talking about like 2-3 years ago about different entities and the womb magic and all this. I'm seeing it come out so much now, like from other readers. And it just shows how we're all on different timelines. And I'm so happy and proud of the people who are picking up those messages now. But it's like, I'm like, oh, I was talking about that like 3 years ago. And where I am now is like really trying to see, okay, how exactly can you have the Four of Wands? The Four of Wands is an energy of finally getting to a place of having security. And like I mentioned with the sunflowers earlier, all of them are facing one way. This is when you come into union with yourself, and it's easier for you to be in it, like to experience unity with other people. Some of you now, it's like you're about to be so happy. I mean, literally, you have the Chariot, the Sun, the High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. You're going into this brand new beginning. For some of you, it's a serious job. It's a relationship. It's something going towards marriage or the creation of family. So again, going back to like that sacral chakra energy and 7th chakra, crown chakra, many of you, you know that you have a point and a purpose here to be this person who breaks generational curses, or you create a family, or you create this amazing business or whatever. Your life is about to change in such a way now that you're really going to experience that. The Four of Wands, it speaks of parties, celebrations, engagements, marriage. It's having peace, balance, and harmony. It's you're about to meet a milestone in your life that you've been dreaming about for a very long time, and it's finally coming in. The Seven of Pentacles is here. So this is saying you've been in hangman position for a long time, trying to manifest something, trying to figure out the best course of action and which way to go. But unfortunately here, wow, you have the Moon and the Magician and the Ten of Swords. Unfortunately for some of you, there's been some kind of hex that was blocking you from going towards this very, very strong connection. The Lovers and the Strength card. Seven of Pentacles, yeah, and the Hangman. You've been like hanging in limbo, kind of in despair. And sometimes that will make you start to feel as though, like I said, like you need to be the martyr. You need to put yourself out there into situations and help people who aren't actually deserving of it. Many of you, you've done a lot of things because of the uncertainty, the confusion, not really knowing who you are or what is to come for you. And so I feel that now you're finally about to get your, like this passion and confidence back, where you're gonna finally like start exploring your options. But it's no secret here, there was absolutely something here in the background with the Moon and the Magician. Somebody could have an Aries moon. I don't know, I just got Aries. Somebody could have Aries in their moon sign. Aries also is like that Emperor energy. There could be a masculine who has been in the background kind of backstabbing you and trying very hard to watch you, to monitor you, and ensure that, you know, you hit rock bottom, or you have just a lot of like hurtful situations to occur in your life. And this is something that has been hidden that is now surfacing. So again, like I said in the beginning, many of you now, it's like, what exactly are you looking for? This, I'm trying to figure out the answer. You already know the answer. You're living in the answer. The answer is something is not for you. And that's the reason why it hasn't worked. Just period. Anytime you consider yourself to be a divine being, you're chosen, and you keep trying to manifest something and it's not happening, and you've already figured that it's not because of divine time, that means that it's not for you. It's something here that has been forced. Maybe you've been forcing something, but for a lot of you, someone has been in the background trying to force you to buy into this illusion that there's something with them or with this job or whatever else that it's meant to be, and it's actually not. You're being advised now with the Moon card, though, to actually see the truth about whatever this long cycle is. And you need to accept that this is not something that you manifested. This is not something that you want to create. The Ten of Swords being here with the Moon and the Magician, this feels to me like somebody who has been abusing their power. Somebody here has been watching you, that you may have at some point thought was a very powerful manifester. You thought this person was creative. This person is using whatever tools and the Magician has tools and resources. Somebody has been using tools and resources and whatever their knowledge is to block you. And the Lovers is here with the Strength card. Okay, it feels like somebody tries to create some type of hex, curse, or stronghold so that you will not actually find fulfillment, especially in your love relationships. And this could be due to the fact that somebody is disappointed that you're choosing not to have equal give and take with them. You don't want to work with them. So this person went and tried to bind you. Okay. And then you have the Six of Cups here. This could be someone from your childhood. This could be a friend, a family member, someone from your past. Okay. It could be even some type of past life karmic situation where somebody is just determined to make you, somebody wants you to be generous with your your information, with your knowledge, with your energy, your essence. They feel like you need to share that with them. And this person is grieving. They're disappointed that they can't seem to keep you in the stronghold. Because you definitely, for many of you, you've been isolated, you've been ostracized, you've been feeling like you have no power, no help, no support. Somebody did this. But the Six of Cups is here. Again, when you finally accept that this happened to you in the past, and you finally have like the strength and the courage to overcome whatever this issue, obstacle, or challenge is, that's then when you will have some kind of peace here. Page of Swords, Six of Swords, Ace of Swords. Wow, and then the Queen of Swords. Lots of swords here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. With this Temperance energy, I feel like this could be your energy again, matching like that Healer of the Ages. It's like, even because it's bringing me back to what I said before. Like, I want to do things differently on my channel. With the Page of Swords here, and then the Six of Swords, Ace of Swords, it's for some of you, just like me, there's a need now to move in a different direction, to do something differently. Maybe you even want to go back to doing something that you used to do. You know, you may want to go back and do something that you did in the past, but maybe now you have the right tools and resources where you can tweak it. And if it wasn't successful in the past, it'll be successful now. But with the Page of Swords, this is some type of gossip, slander, manipulation, drama that is happening. Somebody could be watching you or monitoring you. And what you need to do is, instead of hiding, it's time for you to make some kind of power move. The Page of Swords can also speak of you being curious about a situation, and you looking for information. Okay. Some of you, the way you get information, and this for some, I'm getting a very clear message, even for people who may be in like this community and you read tarot or you receive messages. It may be time for you to explore a different way for you to receive your messages, or change how you showcase them, or change who you share them with. It's something here that needs to change when it comes to your messages or how you perceive situations. And you know, with the Six of Swords being here, it's like for some of you, maybe it's time for you to move. Maybe you need to move things around in your home. Maybe you need to travel more. Maybe you need to relocate. Maybe it's time for you to change your job. But it's like there's something here about movement. It could even be maybe it's time for you to start exercising. I don't know, try doing yoga or something. But it's like there's an energetic blockage that if you were to shift something around, and this is an energetic shift, you're going to receive this truth and clarity, and you're going to be able to. The Queen of Swords is very, very intelligent. There's something here that needs to be refined, redefined, and refined. So you're about to get more clarity. All these swords are here. The Ace of Swords, the Six of Swords, Page of Swords, and then the Queen of Swords. This also, the Page of Swords, is like a child going to a queen. You guys are about to grow. The Temperance here. This, you could be a healer, a light worker, shaman, or whatever it is. But it's like you now are looking for a new way to communicate or a new idea. You could be traveling and you're noticing something. You could be learning something about a different culture, a different language, whatever this is. It's like the more that you grow in something here, or the more that the crown chakras here. Or this is also saying too, with envy being out here, over time, somebody has been watching you grow. Somebody has been watching you grow, and they've been sabotaging you. But now it's like the Six of Swords. You're moving forward. And you're releasing whatever this baggage is because you have the truth. You have the truth and the clarity of what has been happening and perhaps who has been doing this. Somebody definitely has had some kind of major blockage, like on your love life, your career, and finances. But you have the Page of Pentacles here with the Two of Cups. The Page of Pentacles is speaking of good news coming in. It's a new opportunity. Yeah, it may start out small, but it's something, it's stable, it's secure. It brings in abundance. It brings in security and stability. And for many of you, it's a Two of Cups. It's a very good, stable, promising partnership that's coming. And it could be business. It does not have to be romantic. There's a promising partnership that's coming. This could be a friendship, a work collaboration, but it's a type of connection where you and another person are going to be fully committed to one another and committed to whatever this ideal or this project is. This is overall pretty good. Look at that. The world and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So yeah, you've completed something. Wow. And the Empress. Look at this. The Five of Swords. And then the Emperor. The Ten of Pentacles is here. Okay. The world is here with the Empress and the Emperor. The Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. This is a connection. It could be a business connection. It could be romantic. For some of you, the person that you connect with in business, it could turn into something romantic. Or the person that you connect with in a romantic partnership, it could definitely be someone that you end up working with. The reason why this Five of Swords is here is because you and another person have both felt very defeated when it came to you coming into unity, like doing things in unison, being able to accomplish some type of goal. Now, if you are saying it's not another person, this is you balancing your own feminine and masculine energy. But there is about to be wish fulfillment here with the world. Like, this is you finally feeling whole and complete. There's a hole in your soul with this person that you're connecting with that it has finally been patched. That's how I'm seeing it. Like, it has finally been patched. The angel of balance is here. So something has balanced out now for you to take this journey, because you've proven now that you have the actual strength to find wish fulfillment and happiness. You've also found the strength to perhaps expose something, or you've had the strength now to just simply allow yourself to become enlightened and aware about a situation that has been hidden for so long. And your spiritual team, they're very thankful and appreciative of this. Let me say something else too, because this was something that I was picking up yesterday. Yeah, cornucopia here after the reading I did. And then here is the first chakra being the root chakra and the angel of love. I want you guys to understand why a lot of these relationships have been under such heavy attack. Because I'm picking up so much about like spiritual teams and stuff like that. And the word covenant has been coming up to me for like a month. Like holy matrimony and covenant. And it's so important. We always tend to talk about the protection that we have or that your person has in all of the bad things. But not many people talk about the protection that you receive when you are around the right people. Some of you, literally, people have been trying to destroy you, and they try to isolate you and destroy everything and everyone around you so that it is easier for them to attack you and to have you in this mental imprisonment, and so that they can bind you in the spirit. Okay? When people look into your life and they see that you are going towards, let's say like your kingdom spouse or, your life partner, whatever term you want to give to the person, your twin flame. What tends to happen is you become protected, because that is something that God has approved, and therefore it is protected, right? You're entering a covenant. There's a lot of blessings that come with marriage and children. And when two people who are both living a set apart life and are living according to God's will for their life, when they come together, they are extremely powerful. A lot of things that I've been seeing in the readings for several months now too is you have a lot of people who are very different, who are connecting with people, and it's like these love at first sight situations or whatever. And you can meet a person now who you've known for a short period of time. They have much better intentions for you than the people you've known your entire life, even your own parents. And I'm just saying parents because, literally, some people have been surrounded by people their life, like parents, family, siblings, cousins, close friends, childhood friends. And you can meet a person that truly has good intentions from you from day one, because they've been sent by God himself. The reason why some of you deal with people constantly trying to challenge these connections is because when we take ourselves out of just this 3D reality and we even think about things in the spirit, when these different generational hexes and curses and stuff like that are broken, oftentimes people have no idea that you were born into these things. This is stuff that has happened perhaps even thousands of years ago. Different entities, attacking you and all. This is stuff that could be in your bloodline. Okay. You can meet a certain person that has a certain, like a protection on them, or their family, their bloodline could protect you against something. So when you deal with that person, you now have gotten that protection from that connection. We talk a lot about the bad soul ties, but not many people talk about the good soul ties. Most people are sleeping with random people or people that are no good for them. So you're getting yourself caught up in these deadly soul ties. These different entities that are already attached to you energetically, if you form a soul tie with somebody that has been sent by God, who is protected, that is when you can tell the spiritual warfare, it goes through the roof. Because the entities know that the type of protection that comes from you being in covenant with the right person is going to drive them out. A lot of you right now, you're filled with both dark energy and like we all have a shadow, but it's like you have soul ties that haven't been cleared away, and now you're introducing these good positive soul ties as well with friends, family, or even like a romantic partner. And so these entities that have been surviving for so long, they don't know what to do, because if you haven't been able to completely battle them alone and win, now you have a person in your life that you're connecting with that has been sent by God, that's here to actually get rid of them too. Meaning your ancestors, their ancestors, your spiritual teams are coming together to protect this union. And it does not have to be romantic. If it's just, it could be a partnership. If it's something that God wants to happen, it's gonna happen. And that's the reason why some people, because I see it happen a lot, even social media and all these other things, friendships even. People get real hell-bent on listening to other people tell them what to do in their life and their relationship. Let me tell you something. When you have groups of people coming after you about a situation, a lot of times it's not because they know what's best for you. Actually, a lot of times it is because they know what's best for you, and they're trying very hard to make sure that you don't know what's best for you. And if you lack awareness and you don't know how to discern, you will let a lot of people trick you out of your spot. There's so many people now who are not happy, not in relationships, not able to have the legacy or the family that they wanted because they were listening to envious, jealous, hateful people around them tell them that something that actually was good for them. Or even if all situations have ups and downs. You could be going through a situation in a relationship or in your job or your business. That's something that God can turn around. But most people, they go to the media and they go to their friends and their family before they actually go to God to get the help and the assistance that they need, or they will go to even tarot. Everybody bypasses going within, like I always say, go within so that you don't go without, and going to God. And you listen to other people and you compare your situation to other situations, and you end up out in the cold every single time. A lot of you, it's not that you're lacking or slacking. You're just surrounded by people that want you to think that you're lacking and slacking. You have to be careful of people that are constantly telling you to get away from a person. Ask yourself, why are you so upset about me being around this person? Why are you so upset with me having their job? A lot of times it's not because they have your best interest at heart. A lot of times they already know about the promises that are connected to the covenant of you being in their job, their position, or their relationship. And they're trying very hard to strip you away from it. That's where you have to understand your role as a healer of the ages, understanding that it's up to you what you choose to do. In your personal life, your business, your career, your romantic life, it shouldn't be left to anybody else. And just looking here at the bottom of the deck, it's a Hermit card. This is when you have to learn the importance of you going within to connect with yourself on a deeper level, to find out what you need, to listen to your own inner voice, so that you can actually call judgment on situations for yourself instead of allowing other people to call judgment on things in your life that they don't understand. Yeah, too much conflict, chaos, competition, jealousy, envy has been surrounding you. And this energy, the Eight of Wands, there's just a constant energy being sent to you of confusion. People judging you, criticizing you. it makes you confused. So if you have people around you who are always trying to judge you and criticize you, and you know that they're trying to isolate you, they're always trying to stop you from doing something that makes your soul happy, you need to run from those people, because all it's going to do is cause you to be tempted to go down the wrong path. You're going to be always stuck overthinking and being overwhelmed with this chaos and this confusion from people who are actually envious and who are really competing with you. These are simply people who they have a different perspective, and that's okay. But never forget the importance of you going within, understanding like whatever your perspective is about things in your life, that should be what you stand on. Do not let other people dictate and control anything happening in your life, because that's the whole plan. Going back to, once again, let me just say this. So, because I've been like dealing with this download message for a while now. And I mean, I could talk about this for hours, but going back to like, for people who are going into like, whether it's union with yourself, balancing your feminine and masculine energy, or you going into union with somebody else, people are very, very terrified of the things that you produce. You have a lot of people who have been around you, and like we saw earlier, people have watched you grow. They've watched you accomplish a lot of things. The last shall be first and the first shall be last. A lot of people, you could be anywhere between the age of 36 to 51. You could be as young as 20. Some of you met people in your younger years, in your 20s. You could be now in a period of enlightenment. These people, they went towards situations at their time and they ignored their own healing journey. They went right into partnerships and jobs and other things, and now they're 40, 50 years old. They don't know anything about themselves. And the life that they created, where they thought it was cute and okay to judge you and criticize you because you wanted to shave your head or do whatever you wanted to do to get closer to your higher self and to God, the divine. Now everybody is looking at you and they're mad because they're like, oh wow, so that path that you took to become a healer, to learn about yourself, it's actually working for you, because whatever they created now is crumbling and going back. You don't need to be this. You don't have to pull these people along anywhere with you. These people never had your best interest at heart. They didn't even know. A lot of people don't even realize that they've been sending you the evil eye for years, because they're just naturally jealous and envious. They don't even realize it. They're naturally just jealous, envious, bitter, and low vibrational. You can recognize it, but they can't. It's not your responsibility to do anything more with that situation other than live your life and be happy. That's it. But the truth is that means that for many of you, you will actually have to leave some of these people behind. Stop trying to drag them with you. They didn't want to do the healing work that you did 10 years ago. They're just now getting on their journey. You don't need to be the person to try to disturb someone's karma. Let them go through it. It's really not your responsibility, because it really wasn't their job or responsibility to try to make your life a living hell when you went on your path. But in actuality, the truth is, that's the same way you signed the contract to be the one that's going to be the generational curse breaker and to create a legacy. They signed a contract to come here to antagonize you. That's a part of their contract. Without them being able to block you and hurt you, they hardly even have a purpose. Look, financial constraints. Some of you've been dealing with financial issues. This is finally coming to an end. You're going to have adjacent possibilities just as quickly as you release this anxiety that you have about moving on. You're going to have to come up with your own strategy. And it's the solar plexus, that's solar plexus. Your third chakra. This is all about willpower and determination. You have to have the willpower and the determination to walk away from things that have you stuck and stagnant, indecisive, because it's blocking your victory. And you have here hostilities in the reverse. All tied up. Daughter romance. I don't know what this is. This whole reading to me, though, it really just feels like your love life, for sure, has literally just been like somebody has had you hexed and cursed for a long time. I don't know if this is a family member, for some of you a friend, a lover. For some of you, unfortunately, you've had several people who have been bringing you a lot of heartache and pain and suffering. These people were all contracted by the devil himself to do this. It was just a part of their role. And I feel like the sooner that you realize that a lot of these people that did these awful things to you, they were just doing what they were contracted to do, and there's nothing you can do about it now besides just live your life and allow yourself to have this Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. Because you are the high priest or the high priestess, you have the inner knowing. Now you know the truth about these people, and you know how to move, like you can move accordingly with the information that you've had. But stop at wondering, do you have the right amount of information? You have more than enough. There are situations in your life that have not worked for several years. It's because you're trying to make something work that you should be trying very hard to leave behind. It's a lesson. Many of you, your biggest lesson is in walking away and understanding the importance of you having hope, faith, and trust in God. And stop putting so much of your faith and trust in these men and women. Stop idolizing people. They can't do anything for you. And most of them have shown you time and time again that the only thing they can do is bring you a bunch of drama. And the worst part about it is they don't bring you the drama in your face. They do it behind your back. If you have to question a person, you just shouldn't deal with them. And it really doesn't matter who they are to you. Blood and DNA doesn't make you family with people. Sometimes your family is your biggest and worst enemy. It can be your own parents, your own children. It doesn't matter. These two decks here, you have the Ace of Wands and the Sun. I'm just going to pull a few of these. You guys, let me know if this reading is resonating. Like I said, I would prefer to do more spiritual guidance like messages in the future. I'm tired of the spiritual warfare messages. You have your Earth Angel. It says you are profoundly clairvoyant and fairies. It says you have a strong bond with the fairies and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. Some people like fairies, some people don't. One thing about fairies, though, is that fairies are definitely free-spirited. They can be tricky, okay? And sometimes there's nothing wrong with you being tricky because you have to trick and fool the people that think that they can trick and fool you. But you are profoundly clairvoyant. It says, trust when you see it in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with it helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. So this is like, I'm hearing in my head Forever Young, like with fairies. Fairies usually, they're very small. They can be very cute. Some of them can be very, very mean, nasty, and like I said, tricky, but I'm not focusing on that. But for some of you, it's like you have this young, innocent, pure like spirit about yourself because you are indeed an Earth Angel. And you are very clairvoyant. You need to trust what your spiritual sight is showing you. If you're seeing that something is not good, if you're seeing that somebody is jealous, they're envious, even when you see people mistreat other people, don't make it a point to think that they won't do it to you. And I know even in my personal, that's what I've been noticing people. I'm like, wow, I'm really cool with them. But the way that I see them do certain things in their personal life and how they treat other people, it makes it almost impossible now for me to deal with them. Because if you'll do it to them, you'll do it to me. And I know the calling on my life, you will do way worse to me than you do to them. That's just how it goes. It's just how this cookie has crumbled for a lot of us.